You are now tuned in to the War Party Paranormal Radio Show, where we will be discussing actual audio and visual clips captured during the team's investigations. Hear firsthand eyewitness accounts from fellow team members and special guests. Now smash that like, subscribe, and follow button, and let's get ready to welcome team leader and your host, Eric Vanderlaan, and tech specialist and co-host, Mike Delcoro.
Happy Monday, everybody. I'm Eric Vanderlaan, the host of the War Party Paranormal Radio Show and team leader of War Party Paranormal Research. And right over here, I got...
What's up, guys? My name is Mike Delcoro. I am a tech specialist and investigator with War Party Paranormal and your co-host. And we got a great show for you guys tonight. And I'm going to let Eric tell you what we're getting into.
We have an amazing show. And by the way, Mike still hasn't gone on an investigation. How many days?
No, I forgot what that is. I don't even... What is that? What is that? What does that mean?
Ghost hunting. Ghost hunting.
I don't...
I
forgot what it is. It's been so long.
We'll have to do something.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we do have an upcoming location we'll be filming at. So we're not going to say. You're just going to have to wait for season 4. So, and it's badass. So that's cool. And speaking of episodes, we have an amazing guest tonight. We have guests from our War Party Paranormal. Not War Party Paranormal. I'm lost. It's Monday. God damn it. Our Paraphilics Familia. We have Paranormal Theory, and we have Emily and Ryan, and I got an intro. And do you want to see it, Mike?
I sure do.
Okay, here we go. And thank you, Ryan, for sending me those amazing clips so I can make that intro. So without further ado, let's bring on, ladies first, Emily.
Hi.
And Ryan.
What up?
Welcome, guys.
Hey.
You had to use one of the clips with me with no facial hair.
Yeah, you look like a baby.
I know.
Well,
I look skinnier in that one too.
It was more like your journey. It was like an intro of your journey.
Yeah, that was young, young Ryan there.
There you go. So, thank you
Welcome
for coming
to the
on the show. Yeah.
Thanks for
And
having us.
Ryan, Ryan's a pretty cool dude. I met him at Gettysburg. Hopefully that was one of his highlights. He's,
what, meeting you?
Yeah.
That's
anyway,
everybody's highlight.
No, he's a real cool guy. We talked for a while. We talked about Paraflix, so I've invited him to the show. And his sister Emily. And let's start with Ryan. So, how did you guys get into the paranormal?
I mean, we were always into it. It was, Emily, correct me if I'm wrong, but a little over 2 years ago?
Yep.
When we originally started a channel called Operation Syndicate. That was the original name. And it was because we were kind of throwing around the idea, and Emily ended up buying, what was it, like an $80 camera or
It
something.
was a $60 camera off of Amazon.
Yeah, $60 camera off of
All
Amazon.
about the editing.
Yep. A K2, and I think we got a REM pod to begin with.
Yeah.
And our first investigation that we filmed was Penhurst.
Very
So
cool. Great way to start.
we did that video. And around that time, I actually got hurt at work, so I was out. And I was out for like a whole year. So I took that year to study like film and all that and teach myself how to edit. And kind of along that time, you know, we saved up money for better cameras and audio equipment and all that kind of stuff. But it originally it was like, I don't care, you know, if anyone watches at all, we just love doing it. And it's kind of the same way now. So the passion doesn't stop. And you know, you guys know as well as anybody that you know, if you're not in love with the process of creating this kind of stuff, then you're gonna burn out quick.
It's our freaking passion.
Yeah, you know, I tell people that all the time.
So.
I'm like, you know, it's not like we're making money, you know, doing this. We do it because
we're spending money.
We're spending more money
Yeah.
than anything, but we do it because we're passionate about the paranormal. We love I love the editing side of it as well as the filmmaking and just, you know, obviously
He's an editing beast.
You know, so you mush it all together and you know, and I do like presenting, you know, what we capture to show people and things of that nature, and kind of show people that it's not always demons and coming out of the woodwork and you know, and this and that and the other thing. But yeah, no, that's awesome, guys. And it's cool that you know, you don't see too many families working together, right? You know, brother and sister. So that's really kind of a
very cool
mix.
And the thing is, like, we got into the filming is because when we investigate with War Party Paranormal, we're always filming, because if something happens and you can't capture it, then it never happened. So we're always filming constantly, and everyone's doing it during our investigation. So Mike and I were like, you know what, let's put something together.
Yeah, we started editing it, and then before you know, and then boom.
Now you guys got good stuff. I've watched your stuff on Paraflix.
I didn't know anybody watched him, so that's cool. Thanks.
No, I seen your shows as well. But like before that, you said you had been in the paranormal for a while. What, like, did you have a paranormal experience? Like, what, like, you're just curious of the unknown, like me?
Yeah, I mean, Emily, you can kind of go first. What kind of got you into it?
What? So originally when we went to Penhurst, we did all of that, you know, like the public investigations after like this Paragon we went to. And we were in, I forget what basement we were in.
Limerick.
And I happened to get scratched.
Oh.
And I like screamed and I started crying. I was like, Brian, something touched me. And I look at my back and it's all scratched.
Wow.
So that really got me into it. But unfortunately, like, the passion was there, but when our mother passed away, it intensified 100% more, because I was like,
oh wow,
you know what, like, is this the way I'm gonna grieve? Like, I'm not, like, you know, going to therapy, but like the paranormal has made me come to terms with my mom's death. Like, as life goes on, people don't realize that, and you're in these abandoned places and you're talking to these spirits that were once people. So that, like, I found comfort in that. And I continue.
I think a lot of people do. I think a lot of people, just to be honest with you, and some might admit it and might not admit it, but I think that people are drawn into the paranormal for, you know, grieving reasons. And you know, like you said, it helps people cope with it, because it kind of shows you that there is something going on. You know what I mean? There is something going on.
There's something after death. It's
100%.
This ain't the end, like here on Earth. And you know, 10 years ago, my mom passed away, and that's when I really started hitting the paranormal hard. And I think the reason why I got into it is because after my mom passed away, and I was the closest to her, my dad and my sister always sensed her presence. Like, they would always be like, you know, sad and distraught. My sister said at one time she felt like her hand on her back, like comforting her. And like I don't know, like, I handle like emotion, like sadness and grieving differently than they do. It's like I sort of like block it out.
Yeah.
try to be positive about it. But some people like to stick on to that, and that's understandable, and I totally get it. So I was thinking maybe that's why she reached out to them, because she knew I was okay. But I always wondered, like, what else is out there? I mean, like, just before she passed away, she had early onset Alzheimer's, so she passed away young, and she was in the hospital, and the pastor was there, like, just before she passed away, and she was staring, like, in the corner on the room, and just like talking, just like someone was there. And the pastor's like, yeah, they're waiting for her. And like, I don't know, that just like,
we were talking to the hospice nurse. She mentioned that happens a lot.
Yeah. I saw a couple interviews like with hospice nurses and stuff, and they say that they'll reach and like they'll try to talk to somebody, and there's a theory out there, and we don't know, this is everything. People like to lecture and tell people this and that and the other thing about the paranormal, but you don't know shit. Unless you're dead, you don't know shit.
Exactly.
So, you know what I mean?
When I'm dead, I'm gonna let everybody know.
That's why I never.
It's like a force field. Like, you can't like let out like the inner secrets of the other side.
That's why I never understood these people arguing in this field, because it's like, you're arguing about like shit that you can't even prove it's real. Like, we can't prove it's 100% real. I don't think we're like, I believe it's real, and Emily believe it's real, and like YouTube, but
I'm still skeptic though.
Yeah, at the end of the day, I think that we're not meant to know.
Yep.
Like, that's just something that we couldn't comprehend with us being humans at that time. And so I just always thought it was kind of funny when people argue in the field about
if we do find out, that Grim Reaper is going to be tapping on our shoulder.
yeah, exactly.
Right.
Yeah. So no, I mean, it's definitely, the things that I would say that's the closest to actual evidence would be things of that nature. When you could take multiple hospice nurses out of anywhere and ask them questions, and they come and they say the same things. Or if you talk to multiple people that have had near-death experiences, and I'm one of those guys that like to, I got a Ouija board behind me and all this crazy crap because I enjoy it and everything, but I am a skeptical type person. And, I like to say, I always thought that near-death experiences was your brain losing oxygen and your neurons just firing, and it's almost like a dream. And it would just be like, right, just like some random stuff. Like when you came back to, you kind of remember seeing, these different things. But when they all line up and they all have the same feeling and the same story, and, then there's definitely something more to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I think it's like the reason this field's not backed by science is because for it to be science and to be studied, it needs to be repeatable, right? So it has to, I forget what the other thing is, like they have to know when it's going to happen or something like that. I don't know. But anyway, I always think of, did you ever watch the Demon House documentary that Zach Baggins did?
Yeah.
So when that one kid ends up going to the hospital, they had the nurses there, Child Protective Services, and police, and all three of them claimed that this kid climbed up the wall backwards.
Ew.
Right.
And it's
so
documented.
I have heard that story, and it was on the news.
Yeah.
And so I know the incident. I actually posted it, like the actual clip from the news.
That's one of those instances where it's like, okay, none of those people, have a reason to lie, or why would they? So what actually happened with that?
Yeah. That's exactly, like, why would they all? And I don't even think they had like time like to collaborate. They just started like, after it happened, they were asking what happened, and everybody kind of, it was an African American child, right? Like a family. Yeah. Super weird.
I'll tell you one thing. Once I do experience that, that's when I'm done with the paranormal.
I agree. I'm done.
I mean, like, if it did happen, I don't know if I would even believe it. Like, because like there's like what you can't capture are the physical experiences, and when that does happen, like I'm like in disbelief. I'm like, that there's no way that happened. There's gotta be.
I think a lot of people's biggest experiences aren't captured.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Or they're probably not
And
even.
it's hard to explain. It's hard to explain to somebody or to reiterate like the way that when you have a personal experience, like I don't know if there was one episode that we did the eternal sentence when we were at the Hamilton County Jail, and I had somebody like whisper in my ear, and like it was so freaky to me, like that really tripped me out. Eric's like, "What are you talking about? What's going on?" And like I was like, "Dude, somebody." It felt like somebody was like stuck their mouth in my hoodie, like I had my hood on because it was cold as shit, and he's
a big man for him to get scared like that.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say scared. I would be more like startled, like but it was like in my ear, like I couldn't make out what it said, but it was definitely like vocal, like said something.
Did you get like that energy like shot through your body?
Yeah, oh yeah,
it's like an electric shock. It's weird. It's so hard to explain. Like,
you know what? I got something amazing to tell you, but I got a downside to it. Is I was with one of our, and Cecilia, if you're watching, I mean, I know you're not going to get mad at me, but I got to tell this story to Ryan. Cecilia was at our table. You met her there at Gettysburg.
Yeah.
And we were at the cemetery. We were in the mausoleum, and I was walking down the hallway, and she was behind me with her thermal filming me, and I felt like electricity go from my right hand all the way through my body out through my left hand, and like right when that happened, she's like, I just saw something just go through your body on the thermal.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And I'm like, holy shit, because I felt that. And we tried to go back and she wasn't recording.
No.
Imagine if she would have recorded that, how amazing that would have been.
So it's funny you say that, because I swear that they know when you're recording and when you're not.
Turn it off. Oh yeah.
Like some of our best evidence, and I'm so glad we had the camera running, was when we were at the Norwich State Hospital and we were in the lobotomy room, and I'm looking at Emily, and Nick was to my right, and the door behind me, where I was standing at, like sounds like it got punched. So I run forward, and Emily doesn't know what's going on, so she just screams and like holds her ears. Like super loud. If you've ever watched a video, like it's ear shattering. And Nick's like, what's going on? What's going on? And I'm trying to explain what happened. And we end up like saying like, okay, like we're good for the night. It's like 4 a.m. or whatever. So I shut my camera off, but I forgot we had our wide angle camera in the corner on. And I was actually wearing a white shirt just like this. And I'm talking to Nick about what happened while we're like cleaning up, and you just see my shirt get lifted and then pulled outwards.
Oh wow!
And I'm like, as soon as it happens, I look at Emily. I'm like, "Did you just touch me?" And she's like, "No." And then she starts freaking out a little more because she's already a ball of emotion at that time. And I'm like, "Dude, it feels like someone grabbed me." And in the footage, that's exactly what you see. Is like you see the shirt go up like a hand's underneath of it, and then it doesn't just fall down, it gets pulled outwards. And that's on our YouTube channel. That was crazy. And like after it happened, I'm like, I see the camera with the red light on, and I'm like, it's recording. I'm like, I hope I wasn't shot. But we weren't actively filming at that time.
So Emily, when you guys went to Pennhurst, that was your first time doing a paranormal investigation at a haunted location?
Yeah, it was.
And what were you thinking before you got into that? Were you like, what the
I
heck
was like, all this stuff is BS. Like, I don't believe it. Like, what can a spirit really do? Like, are they even real? And then I got my karma as soon as I walked in there.
And that was the same for you, Ryan?
No, I had an experience when I was really young at Fort Mifflin. Ooh. And it was me, I believe my brother, and even though he kind of like says when I bring it up, he's like, I don't really remember it. He remembers it. He just doesn't like talking about it.
Yeah, he hates it.
And a friend, but we were in one of the underground bunkers, and my brother started like saying stuff like, "Oh, well, if it's real, like do something." Like he's like kind of joking around. And there was a broom in the corner of the room, and it got lifted up and then thrown into the middle of the room, and we all ran out.
Oh wow!
And I still remember seeing the broom like lift up
like
and go flying. Yeah, it was like when your like fight or flight instincts kind of kick in.
Mm-hmm.
And when it happened, like I know for me, if I see something scary, I freeze. And the broom just flies into the room, and I'm like a deer in headlights. Like I remember my hands being like this, like I was gonna catch something, and then they take off, and I'm like, well, you ain't keeping me here, and I took off too. But I think I must have been like 12 or 13 at that time. So that's what got me started watching all the content and all that. And then it took Emily saying like let's just do this, and then we just made a channel, and now it's turned into, you know, I don't take vacations because I can't. This is my vacation time is going to film.
Well, that sounds like a vacation to me. So that's why we do it.
Yeah.
So have you been back to Fort Mifflin and actually investigated it since?
Yeah.
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 A couple times.
What was some crazy things that happened? Like nothing like the broom happened again, right?
No, nothing like the broom. We've had the door handle. Remember, Emily, the door handle was jiggling.
Yeah,
when we were all sitting there.
Our walkies went off too.
Yeah, like someone was like talking through them.
Oh,
and then
wow.
And then it would make the REM pod. It would make all our devices go off every time the walkie would go off. And I know that if you hit a walkie to say something into it around a REM pod, it'll go off.
Yeah, if you transmit. Yep.
Yeah, but this was receiving.
Receiving usually doesn't. Yeah.
So I thought that was weird. But then probably one of the coolest experiences was we were running an Ovilus in one of the buildings, and I just happened to say like, I'm like, I've been here a couple times. Like, do you remember me? And it was like immediately Ryan through the Ovilus, and I'm like, okay, that's weird. I'm like, there's a lot of words the Ovilus could say. I'm like,
you know, when I didn't have one, but one of our teammates had one, and the first time they were like really using it, and I got to see one in person, I was like, this effing thing, come on, man, this is BS, you know. And after we started using it more and more, I was like, man, this is really wild, dude. There's so many times that we've got so much, you know, so many things that are more than a coincidence. There's no way with the Ovilus. It's really surprising. If you would have told me, like, I would have been like, no way.
We did an episode at this location down in the Everglades, and what's known for it is they do satanic rituals there. And the Ovilus was getting hits like devil, Satan, ghosts, like how in one location, like how random is you get that? Like
it never says that.
You probably never get that. Like I don't even seen ghost on it. So that's
it was always a device that I told people, and that's with anything, right? It's a tool. So not everything that these things do or say is paranormal. I like when you have two devices that have nothing to do with each other line up.
Yeah.
So we're at the White Hill Mansion, and we're inside the bloody bathroom, and we were running the Ovilus, and then we had the EMF candle on up on the sink, and we were doing it was like I think like an Estes method or something. We were about to do it, and the Ovilus said candle, and I'm like, okay. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, that's a candle. So I'm kind of saying to Nick and my friend Brent, I'm like, that's cool. Like it recognized what it was. As soon as I said that, the candle goes out.
You got Robert too, right?
Yep.
You know, we got Robert as well. We got Robert like what, 3 times?
Yeah, I believe that's one of the kids or a past owner or something. I forget out
the past owners. The last 3 generations were all named Robert. The grandfather, the father, and the son.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
And you know, we were investigating with April Brissette, and she didn't know the history of the house, and she kept saying like something's coming to me like Robert, like I'm getting the name Robert, and yeah, it was really pretty nuts. I didn't really pick up on that right away either until I was like, roaming around and we found like the family tree and it said Robert all over it. And then I went back to the interview where we interviewed Kyle, the president, and he was talking about that as well. So yeah, it was really pretty nuts. That place is awesome, man.
Another really cool thing happened there was and you actually have it in the intro video that you made. We were sitting there playing cards and in that basement, the bar area.
Mm-hmm.
And we were messing around because Brent saw my cards and we were like, me and Nick were like, oh, he's like a cheater. Like, what do we do to like cheaters? And then my buddy Nick says, like, we take him out back and we do what? And then that's when through the spirit box, it was like, and mug him. And it came out so clear. And it was like, dude, that's awesome.
Yeah, that place is wild.
It's wild. One of the fan, like, what was it? A string on that fan was like swinging back and forth for no reason.
Dude, no, it was the whole light, those white light bulbs, those big white.
Oh yeah, the actual light bulb was swinging.
Fixture was swinging, and there was no AC on or anything. It was like, yeah, it was super wild.
And then we were like in the, like almost like not in the foyer, but that little living room next to the foyer where the stairs are. When you go in and you make a left, we were just sitting there hanging out, just being quiet, and clearly and obviously, I mean, very obvious, you could hear footsteps right above us.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm like, can you come closer to us? And then we heard like I don't know if you experienced this, but like the window panes, the glass in the window panes was rattling, and there was no wind. It was like July, so it was like sort of muggy. It was like really weird.
We didn't have that, but Emily, do you remember what happened to you when we were in that room? Because I know what he's talking about, and it's funny you said that because it happened right at the window.
And Kyle says hardly anyone investigates that room.
Yeah, which room?
It was. Remember the suitcase. We were there, and you made fun of the Native American thing.
When you first walk in and you see the stairs and you make a left. That first room.
I was doing the chant that they did as a joke, and our suitcase, like our equipment thing, was opened. And it closed.
Like slammed shut.
It was slammed shut, and the thing was like rattling the end of it. I was like, okay, I'm sorry. No need to come after me. It was so
what was the thing about the Native American you were saying?
She was doing, so that was like Native American grounds and all that.
Right.
And she was doing like a I forget what we were doing. We said something about it, and then she did like a Native American chant, or like what she thought was a Native American chant. And I was like, I wouldn't do that, Emily. And that's when the suitcase was like, boom.
Right.
I'm like,
didn't April say that she was like hearing that? Like she did the Delco session.
She did. She said she heard a chant.
Yeah, they'll hear it in those woods. A lot of the times the woods area will have like the chants and the drumming.
I want to go back.
I know.
So that was pretty creepy when that happened.
Yeah, I learned my lesson not to do anything Native American wise.
Well, we got tons of it down here. You got to
down here in Florida, it's you can't get away from it. It's
all
everywhere.
Native American, and it dates back like 250 AD. It's crazy.
Holy crap!
We had three Seminole Indian wars like right in my backyard. They all hid out in the Everglades, where now they like overdeveloped. So like there's a lot of land there that they're Native American burial sites. And actually I pulled up a map of like this area called Davie, and you see all these dots of these Native American sites and burial sites all along this road called Griffin Road. And along this road in Davie is the old Davie Schoolhouse, which we investigate. That's haunted. We did a residential case at this liquor store / bar by the rodeo, haunted. There's an other bar called the Angry Warthog that used to be back in the day a police station, courthouse, and jail. And actually, if you go there, the bathrooms were where the jails were at. That place is haunted. And then we did another residential case right along that road, and also did another residential case at a horse ranch. So it's like really weird, like how
All that,
active
that whole area, yeah.
So basically, you got like ghosts and alligators.
Yeah. Oh,
and
yeah.
Florida.
You know, that's kind of
Skunk
funny,
ape.
right? That you say that is we did an episode I think it was like last year for Halloween special. I don't know if anybody's done this. We actually investigated Lake Okeechobee on a boat. They found thousands of human skulls that date back to the indigenous people, and a couple of them they found, and scientists don't know who they belong to. Like
And the pioneers said it looked like a pumpkin patch.
Yeah, when there was a drought, and back in the 1930s, they said it looked like a pumpkin patch because there were so many skulls.
Do you think they would just throw them in there because of how like swampy that area is? So you couldn't really,
it might have been
problems burying.
What the fuck?
What was that?
Cat. Paranormal.
Yeah, if it's paranormal, I'm gonna leave.
That came off the wall?
Yeah, and broke.
Yo,
He just moved in that house too.
No,
Better not tell Kat.
I mean, I had it up
Probably
with a fucking, like one of those sticky kind of thing. I don't know.
The 3M things?
Yeah.
I've had something
Emily's
hanging on
like,
there that's
holy
heavy for
shit.
like 3 years.
Yeah, guys, I gotta go.
That was
Where's
pretty.
my holy water?
That was pretty strange.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't talk about it because like people are like, "Oh, do you sense this? Do you sense that?" I don't like
you don't
talking
like
about
you don't people to think you're a psychic medium, but you have senses.
I
like
can
you have
feel though,
intuition.
like emotionally.
You just had something fly by on your camera too, Mike.
Really?
All right, you're freaking me out. Stop.
It went from like the left of him. I don't know if it was a bug or not. All I saw was a white circle, and I'm not big on orbs. I just thought that was weird timing because that's the first time I've seen that.
Phil, do your editing magic.
Weird.
Well, speaking of that, we gotta pay some bills now that we're getting all this haunted shit started.
Yeah,
that was
scary.
Freaking strange. Let's just say it was shitty 3M stick 'em up tape.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. So we're gonna play some bills and we're gonna play some ads, and then we'll be right back.
You got it.
What is up, my paranormal peeps? You may be wondering why we're holding something like these in our hand, and my buddy's going to tell you all about it.
The reason that we have this paranormal equipment in our hand is because we're giving a big shout out to the Ghost Hunter store, one of our sponsors. They're your one-stop shop for everything paranormal.
That's right, and you may have seen some of these equipment on your favorite paranormal TV shows.
Exactly, especially the Haunted Files on Paraflix.
Mike's got that right.
All right, guys, so check them out, and if you use the code word Ghost Gone Wild,
not Girls Gone Wild,
Ghost Gone Wild, in your checkout, you'll get a discount on your purchase. Thank you, guys.
Peace. Hi, I'm Eric, and this is Mike from War Party Paranormal Radio Show and the Haunted Files on Paraflix. And Mike, we got something pretty cool, right?
Heck yeah. So, I want to talk about Haunted Happy Hour, spirit-infused coffee. They have many different flavors, all kinds of different stuff. They're great people. They have a podcast with great content, and they got an amazing product here. So, this one actually is Sweet Rum Bliss. And what's amazing about this, you order this product and you also get 1 month free subscription to Paraflix. So you can watch us.
Yeah, and you might be feeling dead inside, but get caffeinated with Haunted Happy Hour.
All right.
Are you ready to explore the unknown?
Eventually.
Brace yourself for a journey into the supernatural. Paraflix Paranormal Plus, your gateway to the paranormal, all-in-one streaming service. Dare to explore, dare to believe, dare to stream alone.
It does not want us here.
Sign up now and embark on a supernatural adventure like never before. Paraflix Paranormal Plus, the universal home of paranormal.
So before we went on the commercial break, we were talking about alligators and paranormal, and we were talking a little bit about, we did an investigation out there on Lake Okeechobee, and I actually have the trailer here, and I'm just gonna run it here for a minute. But yeah, just in case, just in case you don't, just in case you're unaware, Eric and I have a show called The Haunted Files on Paraflix. We're filming season 4, and you can also check out Paranormal Theory on Paraflix now. So if you go ahead and you get that coffee we were just talking about at the Haunted Happy Hour, and you get Sweet Rum Bliss, you get 1 month free subscription to Paraflix. And coming soon, we're going to have our own brand of coffee. Eric picked the flavor and designed the flavor. It's coming out, the Haunted Files branded coffee.
I was all wigged out drinking that coffee.
Yeah, he was trying it all way too much. But yeah, we have a coffee coming out soon, and you're going to get 3 months free of Paraflix when you buy a bag of coffee. So that's awesome. So you can watch us and you can watch Paranormal Theory.
All of us. Yeah,
all of us. You can get all 4 of us going. So real quick, I'm going to play that trailer. It was pretty weird stuff going on, and here it is. This Halloween season, the Haunted Files and Paraflix bring you Halloween Special, where Mike and Eric take things to a whole new level, investigating the paranormal claims that have been reported from the haunted Lake Okeechobee. What the hell's that? Something bubbling under the boat.
Double.
And what they find is not what they expected. And it is truly out of this world. Lake of Death. Available and streaming now. With special guest Brittany Barbieri, ufologist, cryptozoologist, and paranormal investigator. Only on Paraflix.
A lot of games out there.
I've never seen someone investigate on a boat before. That was kind of cool.
Right? We wanted to do something different.
Cool.
So yeah, it was pretty weird actually.
I just spread holy water around my room when you did that.
We got a lot of locations that have gators and critters and all kinds of shit involved. There was a python hunter that he's the python cowboy. Trapper Mike,
we got a python epidemic in South Florida.
Oh man, they came into my yard and ate all my wife's flowers, man. She was pissed.
Really?
Yeah.
They're eating flowers?
Yeah, they eat flowers and shit.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
They'll let him eat Thumpy or Weezy.
Thumper. Yeah, he might. He got beat up by a turtle once. My dog is a pit bull. He's a big scary pit bull, and he got bit by a turtle. And
he's a pit bull. It's funny.
I don't even know what the hell I was talking about. Oh,
you were talking about Trapper Mike.
Yeah, he's real big on social media and everything, but he found this abandoned not World War II. It was what was it? It was
the rocket
NASA, a secret NASA rocket test facility.
Was he on Joe Rogan?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, I know the story. Yep.
And so Eric saw that, and we're like, "Oh, we got to get out there." So we went out there and investigated. That's what he was talking about. Where all the satanic.
We were probably the first team that investigated that location too.
Yeah, a lot of creepy stuff. So, I'm gonna throw it out there because I want to show it to you, and it's only like 1 minute. So, if you don't mind.
Yeah, this is cool.
Deep in the Florida Everglades sits a once secret NASA contracted rocket test facility. Built in 1963 for the sole purpose of testing different types of rocket fuels to launch astronauts to the moon. Now a hotspot for urban explorers and local python hunters, this facility is also still being used for satanic worship and occult practices.
we found actually like probably about a 50-foot pentagram, red spray painted pentagram. Yeah, let's get the out of that room. There's so many upside down crosses and shit, dude. In the middle of the pentagram was a 3-legged chair, and at the base of that chair was what looked like a pretty large blood stain.
What's the odds of this thing saying Satan, when we're here, specifically looking to see if there's anything dark here to confirm what the python hunters found?
Let me ask you this.
What was that?
What happened?
It was a moan, a loud moan.
I got it on here.
Whoa!
I heard that too.
So yeah, pretty weird stuff, man.
Those
More
are the
holy water.
scariest places to me. Those are the scariest places to me where like it's not just like I'm fine with the ghosts and everything, right?
Yeah.
It's the people.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like you don't know who's going to show up and like what their intentions are. Those are the scariest places.
That
to
is
me.
the weirdest, especially in
We
Florida.
do come
dude.
back and just in case, and we do scope out the place.
Yeah, but you never
light.
know, man. It startles me too, because you don't know what kind of meth addicted whites are out there.
No, there could be a freaking 20-foot python in there hiding.
That too.
I'll take my chances with the
go there and
python
look
over
at
the random people that would show up at a place like that.
Yeah, I mean, and they're doing
Well, it's funny. Well, not fun. Well, sort of funny. It's about like 3 miles up and back each way. 3 miles each way to get there. So we go down on bike and backpack.
I bought an electric scooter because I'm fat.
I am bringing an electric scooter too because I am not doing that walk.
I don't take the chance of it dying on me, so I got to find a way to get back. But anyway, shit, where was I going with this?
Beats me. Oh, it's, you're 3 miles. You're 3 miles out. So if anything happens, you're in the middle of freaking nowhere, dude.
Yeah, we've heard disembodied voices. We've heard like a female like talking, and it's just really weird. There's like even another building there because it's like a big complex. It's almost like a little town and all these overgrown buildings. And
Isn't that the place? Isn't that the place where he said like that doll or something that he found like hit him?
Yeah.
Or like
yeah. There's dolls.
It's in our video. He gave us permission. I reached out to him. He gave us permission to use some video of his where he's like talking about it. And that's
what I was going to say is there was another building that they were, I think it was like Santeria shit, where they had like, it was like a Dora the Explorer Beanie Babies. And I think there was like 6 or 8 of them, but it was weird because they were all strategically placed. Like someone was doing some type of ceremony. It was really odd. There's a lot of weird stuff there. I mean, they even got an underground silo with a rocket still in it. But they put these like cement pylons over it, so because people were going down in there. It was a wild place.
It's like imagine just like you're there and you get those pylons off, and it's like I now own a rocket.
Right?
This is now my rocket.
That would be cool. I don't know how you would get that out of there.
So there's a couple of these facilities all over. And
South Florida during the Cold War.
Yeah.
We have Camp Pedricktown. I used to actually work right on that facility. But it was the old Nike base for the whole East Coast.
Oh, okay,
so
cool.
The Nike air defense system.
Yep.
They didn't actually hold any of the rockets there, but all their satellites and like computer detection systems were like based right there. And I've walked around like some of those buildings. They're weird, man.
Oh yeah. And a lot of that stuff, Jack Parsons was an occultist, and he was the godfather of rocketry. And I think that's why a lot of people go there and do the worship and different rituals and things.
Because he worked with Aerojet rocket facility.
Whenever we collab, I want to come down to Florida and do that place.
Hell yeah.
That would be a cool place for us to do.
You're coming, Emily.
In the
Don't-
solo
don't
challenge,
look
we'll just
like
send
that.
Emily in the building
Like, why is it always me?
because people love it.
Well, that one room where I was in, where you heard an unexplained noise, there's like a knock. There's like, that one shot in the
Yeah.
trailer where I'm there. Well, that room is really weird because there's a door that you used to be able to get into it, but it's welded shut. And then the only way you get into it is there's a room next to it, and they cut out like a square window that like an average person can get in. And inside there was like a mattress, like someone was sleeping there.
Ew.
There was these weird signs, like sort of like related towards they were doing something sacrificial.
Yeah, the upside down, big upside down cross.
Yeah, I decided to crawl in there because you know me and see what I can get. And yeah, it was weird, like because they were in the room and the knock was coming from where that door was on the outside, so that was really weird. And then we heard something outside. There was nothing out there. I mean, the first thing we did was like with our FLIRs, started scanning, and there was like no body heat or nothing.
Have you guys ever run into anybody on an investigation?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, not really,
That
but
place.
that same place, when we were heading out, there was like a militia that was going out there.
Bunch
They
of
had
kids on BMX bikes.
they weren't kids. They were just on BMX. They were on like different like scooters and whatever you could
Like razor scooters and like Huffies and stuff?
No,
And
like
they, and
the
they were
motorized
like,
scooters.
and they had like rifles, like
Oh,
on
okay.
their
Well,
backs.
They had tactical gear on, tactical vests,
Yeah.
helmets, walkies,
And they
were
had these
using-
glow sticks, like in all these strategically placed all
You
over
like
the
to use that
area.
word, strategic.
strategically.
You're very
Wait,
strategic.
why do they have guns on them?
They were training or something. It's
Oh.
Florida. I don't know.
Yeah, it's also Florida.
Florida.
Like,
Yeah.
They were like
A little
training.
different than
They were
Jersey.
all there, dude. I was like, "Hey, what's up, dude?" Because I mean, we were there dressed in black with like with a backpack, and we were just
Yeah.
like look like one of them. Like we just blended in.
Ew,
We're like,
that's-
"Hey, what's
Yeah,
up?"
it was like we were normal.
just
You know?
weird.
Like,
yeah,
we
they're
were like,
probably,
hey, what's up?
probably show up like, brother.
What are you
They're
doing
like, oh
here?
damn, there's people just like us out here.
Oh my god.
Well, actually,
Yes.
the funniest moment when we went there was we went there to film a trailer for something else, and so that one of our buddies, Ernesto, so we had to get bikes, and not everyone had a bike, so he went and borrowed bikes from people. So we get up there, and I got my bike, and I have like those beach carts that you can fold and you can like
Yeah.
put stuff in it. So I had a rope tied to that to my to the seat on my bike, and I had my equipment in it. So like I would like pedal towing that thing. And then Ernesto had this girl bike with the bell and
The little tassel.
basket and the flowers. And we're like at the gate because the only people that can get through unlock the gate is people that work for the water sewage, or
Water
if you're a
management.
python hunter and you got a permit. All right, pretty much anyone get a permit. We didn't know at the time. So we're right there, and these python hunters pull up, and they're looking at us and like, "What are y'all doing?" And we're just like filming a little something. That's all. So they like looked at us all weird, and they hopped in the truck and took off. And stupid me should have said, "Hey, you mind like giving us a lift?"
Tow us out there. Can you throw us a rope and tow us out?
I know,
Yeah, it's like
right?
we're
Probably would've
hunting
done that.
too, but different stuff.
Right. You got to get Trapper Mike with this. That'll be
Yeah.
quite an episode.
Is that
right?
is that place like? Is it open to the public? Like anyone can basically.
Kinda,
It's like a
sorta.
It's like a Ledgeworth kind of style thing.
Okay.
It's in a state park,
Gotcha.
so you could just kind
If
of.
you want to do, if you want, you can get a permit. It just takes about 90 days to get it, and they'll give you a key so you can go in there. But now, because like the whole complex, the whole roads and everything are in there, and you were able to drive through it, but now they have these cement pylons, so you can't get through it with the car anymore. Like how you saw in the video, or maybe you saw on Joe Rogan, Trapper Mike was going in there through driving a truck, but now the only way to get in there is something small, like like a scooter or a bike.
Well, you supply the scooters, and we're down.
Let's do it.
Mike's got two.
Yeah. Well,
my God.
Joe's got my other one. I had 3.
But we got to do it, and it'll be perfect timing for you guys. We have to do it like
When it gets cooler.
December, January, February. When you guys are having blizzards, it'll be like nice. It'll be like in the 70s here, and at night, maybe if we're lucky, it'll get down to the 40s, and it won't get so buggy. There'll still be bugs.
Have you guys ever been down here before?
We could have
I have for a deployment for work.
Gotcha.
I was in it's the western side, right above the Everglades, right there.
Naples.
Yeah, like Naples, Fort Myers. Yeah,
Fort Myers,
I was in like that area. I've never been like lower than Fort Myers though.
That's like even where we are, just straight across. Like we're on the east side.
Okay.
Yeah,
But,
near Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah, it's the mosquitoes.
Ghost and mojitos.
Yeah.
Like a good mojito.
Mosquitoes get
that for you.
crazy.
Hey,
Yeah,
we got some
Very
crazy
refreshing.
mosquitoes too, man. Like
Oh,
the worst was remember that time that what we filmed at Fort Mifflin in the summer, Emily? The
You
mosquitoes
guys probably
were like
got
they were like
horseflies
this. Yeah, we have horse flies, but
oh,
the
they're
mosquitoes
horrible.
were terrible. And then I was like itching for months.
Yeah, they're no
That's
fun.
like PTSD
Well-
thinking about that.
Well, you got to get the stuff that has 40% DEET because it'll keep them from biting you, but they're still going to be buzzing all around you.
Oh,
They
Yeah.
won't get on you. I mean, we got one episode where we're filming and you can just see the mosquitoes like,
Ugh.
and you
Yeah,
can
in the
hear them
IR
buzzing.
light, they're like it's nuts.
They're like little fairies, like floating all over the place. Cool.
Fairies.
No, we used to do like little stories for the Latin television network Univision. I don't know if you ever heard of them. They're pretty
Yeah.
big. And the lady, the producer, she would like send me as like, hey, like I got this story. There's this lady that says she's having paranormal activity in her house, and she started showing me all the things this lady's captured, and she sent it to me. And she's showing me these pictures from her security camera of the fairies that she caught. But unfortunately, these fairies are mosquitoes, and they didn't want to believe that. And I'm like, I'm not doing the story on that. You can do that by yourself.
Yeah.
I'll be the laughing stock of the paranormal if that got out.
You'll be known as the fairy guy.
Yeah.
You never want to be the guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. I'd rather be the guy for good things. I'm still wondering about the mosquitoes, but no, you'll be fine. You won't be bitten. They come out at dusk, so that's when it gets really bad. And then once the sun goes down, then you're free and clear.
Especially when it gets cooler out there, not as many.
She'll survive.
Yeah. I want to go to Fort Mifflin after talking to
Yeah,
what's his name? I'm
Craig?
terrible.
Greg.
Yes,
Yep.
yes, Craig. He was showing us some pictures that
Mhm.
a couple
That
of the
one
students.
of that revolutionary.
Yeah, that's a Boy Scout caught that.
Yeah, one
I
of the
know.
Boy Scouts caught it.
That
Yeah.
is wild. That's like
Yeah.
scary.
That is scary.
We had him on the show, and he actually showed the picture. We showed it. It was wild, man. You could see like the hat, the whole freaking spiel.
It was
dude.
like seeing like how we see each other, but translucent.
Yeah, insane, absolutely insane.
It was like the detail on it. I think that's one of like the best photos I think I've ever seen.
Me too, by far.
Very-
And I think he said it was like the kid was like 12 years old or something, and just
Can you
turned
imagine
around,
just
took
going
a
up to your
picture.
parents and being like, "Mommy, look at this picture."
Well,
Look at
it's
that.
funny.
Like, who were you talking to?
You know, we get the best captures when we do our ghost hunting events and we tell our guests to take a lot of pictures. They're the ones that capture something. We caught something very amazing at the old Davies schoolhouse. Well, we didn't. One of our guests. We were doing, the Delco experiment. It's like the
Mhm.
Estes, but with the goggles. A lady was doing that, and I guess it was like her sister. I don't know who it was, her cousin or a friend. Took a picture and captured this lady, and it looks fake as shit. But she captured this lady like right next to her, and I just can't explain how that could have been captured. I think we have it saved here. I'd like to show it to you. Right?
I was looking for it. I can't find it.
I can find it real quick.
while you're doing that, when we were at White Hill 2 years ago, Nick and I were vending there, and a lady came up, and she was telling us about an experience she had in Gettysburg, and she said that she was with her husband, and they were walking one way, and this couple were walking towards them, and there's a bunch of like reenactors there and everything. Obviously,
This is like out in the street.
yeah, like just out in like a park or something. And she's like, I love that woman's dress. And then when she walked past, she like complimented the woman's dress, and the woman looks at her and like nods her head like that, like a thank you. Didn't say anything, and her and the guy keep walking. So she told me, she was like, you know what? I really love that dress. I'm going to take a picture of it. So she turns around to take a picture of it, snaps the picture, and the couple, the lady and the dude, are see-through. You can see like the buildings and the pole like in front of them. So she was like, she just walked by like this ghost couple from Gettysburg. Just like, but I did see the picture, and I'm like, that's crazy. Like, as long as obviously
That's where you
anything,
can.
but I'm like,
yeah, that's where you can capture something like that. Places like that.
I always wanted to go there. Like when we went, I was so tired. Like at the end, like at night, like I was just done. I think Eric and Franny and a couple and the guys from
you got it.
Across the line from Paranormal went out and investigated a little bit. But I always just wanted to set up like a camera. Like I know you can't really investigate like out in the field at night, but maybe if you could just go set up like a game cam on a tripod, just leave it there.
Ghost Adventures did it.
Did they?
Yeah, you don't remember? That was an early episode. They got to investigate the battlefield. It's when Zach dressed up. He took the musket out there, firing it.
I would love to do some shit like that. That would be awesome.
Yeah, unfortunately, they don't allow that. But you know, we were at that weekend at the Gettysburg Bash. We investigated the orphanage.
Yeah, how was that?
Well, the weirdest thing that happened there is we were in that back room, that addition. It looks like a chapel. I don't know if you've been in there.
Mm-hmm.
And there's these lanterns on hooks hanging on the wall. I think there's like 3 of them. And all of a sudden, one of the lanterns started swinging back and forth for no reason. And I was doing my live, and I captured it on the live. It was really odd, and all the other ones were still.
We had that happen. Remember Madison Seminary, Emily? The lock?
I wasn't at that one.
Yeah, you were.
Madison Seminary? No, I wasn't.
I'm trying to think. We were there, or was it just me, Nick, and Brent?
Probably.
Yeah, it was me, Nick, and Brent. But we were walking by a door, and like the lock was doing this, and I videoed it, and I just happened to like show the person walking us around, and she's like, "What door was that?" And I showed her, and she's like, "That happens all the time." But she's like, "That's weird that you caught that." I didn't even know about it. I was just like, "Hey, something's moving. I'm gonna tape it just in case."
All right, I found it. Download it. I found it in the form of a video, but I'll freeze it.
And this is what again?
That image that I was telling you about that the guests captured. Let's see, let me upload it.
What day did you guys stay at Gettysburg till?
We left Sunday. We got there late Thursday. We came in to Philadelphia, and then got there late, and then we went straight to the orphanage and hung out with Mary Lynn and Mike Cook.
Well, if you flew into Philly, then you were literally right next to Fort Mifflin.
I know. Yeah,
it's like literally across the street from the airport.
Yep. I definitely
I work across from it, actually, like right on it.
Oh, very cool. We did Selma Mansion, and we were like, "Damn, when we come back, we have to do Fort Mifflin." But let me show you the video. Oh, where did Mike go? All right.
Ooh.
Who the hell is that?
Right? That's no one standing there.
Holy water.
And it's 2 different colors too. Like,
ew.
Is that weird? She captured it on her phone, and the lady sitting down on the right, She's doing. She wasn't doing the duck, but she's doing the Estes.
Imagine, Emily, like turning the corner and seeing that like behind me, like I'm just sitting there and then there's
Yeah,
just
I'd
that
quit.
thing.
Like I'm thinking like how in the world, let me stop that. Let me play it again. I'm thinking like how in the world, like how could that happen? Like what could have caused that image? Like, and if you look, it's almost transparent on the bottom. So
Yeah.
that's a French door, and there's nothing in front of that French
Well, that's
door.
a table right there.
Yeah, it looks like a
and
glass table.
And that figure
and then
is in front of a French door.
Because you would always, the first thing you would think of, like obviously, as long as it's not someone standing there, will be a reflection,
well,
right?
Here's the thing: I wasn't there, so I can't.
I wasn't there either.
I mean?
That was just like we were like, someone came up and like, hey, look what we captured tonight, and it was like wild.
Yeah, that's because
it looks fake as shit, right? It looks like something from a movie.
Yeah, and I don't like to say like anyone's evidence is fake. Like I'm not going to come out and just say that I wasn't there.
But a normal person would be like, no, that ain't real.
Yeah, but what's intriguing to me is, like I said, if that isn't someone like actually standing there, then it's blocking the door. Like it's in front of it, so it's not a reflection.
Yeah.
Like a reflection, you would see it in the window.
It's black.
Everybody on our team that was there swears there was nobody there standing next to the person because the other person was doing the Estes method or something, and they said there was nobody standing next to him.
And the weird thing is the Kim, or the historian there, director, she said that the image of the face looks like a lady that used to live there that taught at the school, because it's the old Davies schoolhouse. And then behind it, they had these old pioneer buildings that were like down the street, and they moved them because they was going to get demolished and restored them and put them as part of the old Davies Schoolhouse Museum. So that originally, that building was probably like 2 miles away from the school. Now it's like right across a parking lot.
It looks like almost looks like a nun. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
right.
The black like cloak thing that they wear.
Mm-hmm.
But I could see that as like something like an old teacher would wear.
Yeah, and it was the Walsh Alchester house. I never pronounce it right, but Mrs.
Oh, guess what? I broke compliance.
Whatever. Too late now.
I'll do it anyway. So,
well, no, you don't have to do it now. It's the whole point is to do it before they switch over.
Yeah, we're on live on KGRA, so we have to notify our listeners that they're moving on to the next show. But if they want to continue watching us,
okay. Sorry, listeners.
Watching it. So anyway, people that are watching us now on Facebook or YouTube, check out KGRA, 24-hour paranormal radio. You can listen to it in your car when you're stuck in traffic. You can listen to us, not only us, but you can listen to stuff about UFOs. MUFON has a show there. Stuff on cryptids, Bigfoot, spiritualism. You got Bishop Long from Ghost Adventures. He has his talk show on there, so they got a lot of great shows there.
Andrea Pardon has a show.
Yep.
The family from the Conjuring movies.
Andrea Perron. We're going to see her in a couple of weeks in Savannah.
Yep.
Okay. There you go.
There you have it.
Well, but you know what? I'm not in trouble because Bill left the show early.
Yep.
Unless he goes back and checks it and edits it, but he probably won't check it.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. So anyway, we're at that point of the point in time of the show. Ryan and Emily, do you guys have anything coming up? You were talking something amazing about golfing and paranormal investigators. You want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah. So Emily, we'll get Emily on there once her shoulder heals. But right now it is me and Trey and Jeff Bader from My Haunted Manor. We have created a new channel called Haunted Fairways. And what it is we are taking other celebrities and personalities in the paranormal golfing with us. And we have cameras set up in the golf carts. Every shot is filmed and all that, so you get to see all that kind of stuff.
How many mulligans do you get?
Well, it depends. It's edited, so you'll never know.
Cool. You can make me look good on the golf course.
Yeah. I mean, none of us
That's
are
a
actually
lot
like,
of editing, brother.
But we have the cameras set up in the golf carts, so you will be able to see people's actual personalities that will come out more. We're not inside of a dark building talking to something that we can't see. There's going to be the banter between people and maybe, learning stuff about people or certain, celebrities or personalities that you didn't know before. So we wanted a way to mix our passion of playing golf and being in the paranormal. So this is a way that we thought to do it. So that is a channel that we will be launching very
cool.
soon. Our first episode was actually done at Gettysburg.
Oh, nice. Very cool. Maybe you get some cool arguments going on, like DR60 sucks, or I love the SLR camera, or that'd be cool.
Yeah, I hear that all the time on my YouTube channel about our DR60.
Oh yeah,
like it was already debunked.
Don't even get me started.
I just posted a picture of various recorders, and what's your favorite recorder? And it happened to be the DR60 and some other recorders in that picture. Someone had to make a comment about the DR60.
Well, I said DR60 in that. I remember because I commented on it.
Yeah, but you know what? People are absolutely right. You're going to get a lot of garbage on it, but more times you're going to get some Class A. And
I'm gonna say that the only people that have written trying to put it down, first of all, the person that wrote that article that didn't have one and never even used one properly. They used it for like a short period of time, and then there was another article on it that they didn't even say it right. They said it had a cassette player. They didn't even know what they were talking about. They said it took cassettes.
Mike is passionate about the DR60s, guys.
Yeah, man. Fuck yeah.
Like, don't you dare.
But you know what? We use other recorders. I mean, my other favorite recorder is the Sony SC25. I like using my Tascam. I just like using all types of recorders. I mean, I got a piece of shit RCA. I got the best Class A EVP on that one.
Even the iPhones, you can get them on the iPhones, like the voice recorder thing. Like if you just have it running, that's what I tell people who don't have a recorder. I'm like, use your iPhone. I'm like, it'll work.
Yeah.
You can capture an EVP on any recorder. It's just the more that these new condenser mics that filter out a lot of the splits. Yeah, I can. I can totally do it.
Yeah, you can.
I'm doing it right now. Actually,
Mike, that was funny you said that, because I was going to say exactly that about the DR60. I'm like, I think the reason that it works and it's like the gold standard of your EVP capturing devices is because they don't have all of these different condensers and all of these things that are basically taking away from that raw, crude sound.
Yep.
Now there's filters on everything, and it's like you're taking away a lot of the sounds and energy that they can use to manipulate to
100%.
So check this out, right? So I work in marine electronics. I deal with electronics on a daily basis, and I had a training for these new digital amplifiers that JL Audio is coming out with, and we were talking to the JL Audio engineers. And we were talking about like how you could tune a system. You plug in a microphone into a laptop and you run the software and you could take it, you could tune the decibels. And it was a little bit over the top for me, to be honest with you. Like for what they were doing, you have to be like a real audiophile to understand some of it. But to make the long story short is they were like, you have to use this microphone. Like here's a link to one on Amazon. Here's another link. And I'm like, can you use like a Zoom or like a Tascam and then bring that in? They're like, no, you can't. You can't use those recorders. It's not true sound. It's filtered. Yeah. And we weren't even talking about paranormal anything. Like, you know what I mean? I'm in like a training class for.
Yeah, it makes sense though.
Yeah, because those recorders, musicians use them. They're trying to get the perfect sound and eliminating all that garbage. You're defeating the purpose if you're doing that.
So all I could think about is, like why he was saying all
Wait
this.
a minute.
Yeah.
I've had times where we've caught, and it's really interesting. We've either caught a disembodied voice on our video, so like we didn't hear it in person, but we hear it in the video, or the ones on the recorders. Now, in the editing software, I can see the decibels of that audio. A lot of the times, those disembodied voices that we didn't hear that our audio picked up are below the certain decibel where our human ears can even hear it.
Yeah.
And I've always found that so interesting because I'm like, okay, that makes sense why we didn't hear that. It exists, but we didn't hear it.
Yeah.
Yep. And I think that it's like 20 hertz or something with like the human voice, and it's like it's under that. You know what I mean? I think
it's under 12 or 10, something like that. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know what it is, but these are coming up as like -4 or like something like that or whatever.
I always wanted to take like a really good EVP and send it to a audio analyst, and don't even tell them what it is. Just say, hey, can you tell me what's on this recording?
Yeah, can you tell me like what this is saying or what the sound is?
Yeah,
I would like to have the device that can do that.
No, I would like a person to do that. You know, like an
expert, like a forensics scientist.
Yeah, forensic. Yeah, that's like a speech analysis or like a person.
So, if there are any forensic scientists out there watching or listening to the show, and you're interested in becoming a paranormal investigator, please reach out to me, Eric at War Party Paranormal. I'll be waiting for you.
Yeah, but other than that, we have I'm trying to think of our schedule here. We have St. Albans in November. So that is going to be scary. We have the Rock Island Paracon, October 4th. You guys are going to be at that one, right?
We will.
Yes, we are.
Yes.
And we might be doing something in December, right? We were talking about a collab.
Yeah, our December is pretty open. I can't think of anything that's in our calendar for December right now.
That's when Mike goes on vacation.
Yep.
Where you going, Mike?
He's taking notes.
To hang out with you guys at I guess.
No, we were talking about
our office.
Yeah.
Our office closes at from Christmas to New Year's, so I have that time off.
Yeah, so I was talking to someone from Pennhurst, and they were like almost trying to talk me out of it. They were like, it's gonna be like pretty cold. I'm like, I grew up here. I'm like, I know. I'm like, I don't wear more clothes. I don't know like what to tell you. Like, just because it's cold out doesn't stop the filming.
I love it when it's cold.
Yeah, I'd rather it be cold. I can't do the heat.
No, you were telling me that, and I go, that beats me like dropping like 10 pounds in one night without pouring sweat.
And it's different though, because it's like, all right, so it's Pennsylvania, so December, it can be anywhere from, we've had days in the 60s all the way to days in like the 20s. It just depends on like what it is. So say worst case scenario, right? We have a low 30-degree night in December. You're in those buildings, you're away from the wind.
Yeah.
The wind's not getting you. So all it is just like, I don't know, wear a thermal and then like a hoodie. You'll be fine.
I get
and
hot. I'll start like taking stuff off. I'll be hot after a while.
Yeah, especially if you go in those tunnels. The tunnels are hot.
Yeah.
And very scary.
I'm just going to be like in the corner shaking.
I like me a good isolation. I want to be locked up somewhere.
That place doesn't scare me anymore.
Really? Because you're
we'll see.
I love it there.
We'll send you into Devon building alone.
Yeah, see, like
I don't know some shit up.
Yeah, search shit up and send her in there.
Yeah.
No, the building you want to be in, my favorite one is the Mayflower. 3rd floor, Mayflower. I always say go back to this back room and then just sit there and be quiet. And like you will hear the craziest things you've ever heard in your life, like kids laughing, talking, running.
Isn't that the one where our friend was doing the Estes method and I was like singing and it told me to shut up?
Yeah. Yeah, they didn't like your singing.
I want to sit there and live listen.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the building to do it.
Yeah. I might be running out.
It's cool. It's cool, man. It's a It's a really cool place. There's nothing like malevolent there. It's a lot of like mistreatment and everything. So it's more of like a sadness.
Yeah,
but
that's what
I've been there. I've been there so many times that I swear that it's one of those places that becomes more active the more that you go, because they start to trust you. Yeah. And it was a lot of kids, that were dropped off by parents, never to be seen again. So it's like these people that show up that they can recognize and everything, and they start to trust more. It's like every video we've ever done from there, it's like it gets crazier and crazier. I remember
tell people, and they think I'm crazy, we have relationships with ghosts.
Yeah,
we do.
The last time we were there, Emily she was holding a flashlight, and we were running an SLS camera, and she looked into like an old shower room in the basement of the Mayflower building, and there was like a figure there, and you could see its hands that were like up on like the wall of the shower peeking around, so like you could see like half of it. So she goes to shine the flashlight up at it, and as soon as she does that, it like backs off, like it like reacted to the flashlight and like disappeared. And
Emily's numb to
until she put it
now.
Down. Yeah, we
experienced everything.
We put the light down, and we're like, we're sorry, like we didn't mean to like scare you with the light. Like, can you come back out? And then it does it again, and it like peeks itself back out. Like that's crazy.
You probably go there. You probably go there, and he's like, you ain't got shit for me tonight. I've seen it all.
I love Penhurst, though. I think that's my number one place.
I've never been.
But it's really weird. Like every time I do an Estes method anywhere, like shit just amps up. Like I don't know what I do. I don't know if I trigger them, but you can ask Ryan. Every time I do it, something bad happens. You start hearing like footsteps and banging around me.
Yeah, I just think some people are like beacons, right? Like I'm sure you guys experienced it too, where people will just do certain things, and it's like it just works for whatever reason.
No, it's funny. We'll do an event, and we'll break people up in groups, and we'll get one group, crazy shit will start happening. Next group comes, and they're all like not vibing really well, and nothing happens.
We've done actually at Penhurst, we did a dual Estes in the infirmary, and whatever was talking in our headphones, they were talking to each other. And it was both me and Emily doing the Estes.
Oh my God.
So maybe it has something to do with like a family connection. And then it sounded like we were getting like family members like arguing that were there. It was really weird. It was odd. I want to try it again.
Yeah.
I had a fight going on in an Estes at what's it called?
Cambria County.
Yeah, it was like WWE down there in these Estes method. I'm like, why are they all cursing at each other?
They were going at it. That was jail though, so that kind of makes sense.
Yeah, true.
Well, we got something like that at this place called Hotel Redlands in Homestead. At one point, upstairs was like a brothel. One of our teammates was doing a spirit box session. It was getting like a whole argument of something that actually happened there, and that was, I believe, it was like a pimp or someone. With a prostitute. He wanted his money, and didn't get it, and threw her out the window, and she died. And it was like he was capturing that moment of time that when that argument happened, and she died being thrown out the window.
Yeah, it's wild.
Almost like a wild residual type thing going on. Like it wasn't intelligent. It was just something repeating itself. It was just really weird. So anything else coming up? Tell people where they can find you. You're on Paraflix, so you can find Paratheory there.
Yeah, so you can find us on it's Paranormal Theory, because isn't there another channel?
Paranormal Theory. I'm sorry.
Yeah, there's another channel on Paraflix. I think it's Paratheory. Yeah,
Paratheory.
Shout out Paratheory. What's up, guys? Yeah, you can find us on Paraflix, YouTube by searching Paranormal Theory. You can find us on Instagram under paranormal.theory. I think, or Paranormal Theory. Facebook Paranormal Theory, and I think it's TikTok is paranormal.theory.
Okay. And then you can see all 4 of us at the Rock Island Paracon coming up.
Yes, you can.
That's right.
And you guys will be able to taste our new coffee that will be there at Rock Island.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to be getting up bright and early, right, to set up. So,
yeah, maybe you guys can help us with the that VIP investigation. We're helping out with that.
What is that, Friday night?
I don't even know. It's Saturday night. It's with Get Haunted.
Okay.
They asked us to help out with I forget the name of the group. They're from Greece.
From Greece?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I know Thursday we're getting there early. Thursday night we are investigating the building. We're filming.
Awesome. We filmed there last year. You're gonna get some good shit.
Yeah, I've heard like really good things about it. I didn't know it was that big, like 5 floors or whatever.
It's
yeah,
huge.
So we'll be
And,
filming then.
You can't film you can't investigate the whole place in one night.
Yeah.
How big it is. And we left late.
Yeah, so we'll be doing that, and I don't know if we have plans for Friday. Maybe we might, kind of take it easy since we're going to be up late or whatever. We still haven't decided how we're getting there yet. Flying, driving, I don't know.
Yeah, we'll probably fly into Chicago and then drive. That's what we did last time. I think Chicago was like the most affordable to fly to. I know there's closer airports, but Mike, you know me, I like driving.
Yep, that's for sure.
Yeah, I don't like flying.
I like flying. I hate driving. I mean, I don't drive, so it's fine.
Yeah, you don't even drive. Like,
I just
it's
sleep
me.
the whole way.
Yeah, passenger princess over here.
That's like me.
Yeah,
Eric will drive and I take
Just
naps.
snoring, like drooling on my window, and she wants to complain about how long
This
the
guy
drive
can
is.
freaking sleep. I mean, we did like a 5-day trip at 3 different locations: Georgia, West Virginia, Tennessee, and back home, all in 5 days. This dude slept the whole way.
What else am I supposed to do?
That is true. Sightsee.
Yeah.
Like say hi to every cow that you pass. Cows.
We were
And we
Joe
were
and I
investigating our
counting-
asses off, so I was tired.
Joe and I were counting cars. Playing that.
We did I think one time a back-to-back investigation. We did Old Hospital on College Hill, and then
That's where we went.
The next day to Sweet Springs.
We went to South Pittsburgh the next day.
That's still a place that we haven't been to yet, and I've only heard great things about.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, I was by the end of the night at Sweet Springs, like I remember everyone else fell asleep, and in the break room they have like beds and everything so people can like actually sleep. And I'm on this little couch, and everyone's asleep, and it's like 5:30 in the morning, and I'm about to fall asleep, and all I hear is a big slam above my head to where I thought like someone was breaking in, and I like wake up everybody. I'm like, yo, something's going on upstairs. Like, I think someone broke in. They're like, everyone was so tired. They're like, well, if someone did, we'll handle it when they get here. And I'm like, guys, I'm the only one awake in this little tiny room. Like, they're going to come in this door and they're going to see me on this 2-foot couch. And then we finally, morning comes and go to drive home, and I laid in the back seat of the truck, and I was asleep by the time we even got out of the driveway. But that was rough.
The lifestyle with paranormal investigators.
Yep. So I tell Emily, it's part of it, man.
Yep.
You get used to it.
Embrace it, damn it.
Yeah.
I know.
All right, we're at that point of the show. Mike, tell people where they can find you.
Yeah, so the easiest way if you want to find any of my content is if you go to my website, it's flaparanormalresearcher.com, and it links out to all my social media. Appreciate everybody coming in tonight, and it was an awesome show. And Eric.
And me, you can find me at Ghost Hunter of South Florida on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. And also check out War Party Paranormal. Everything's linked to our website, warpartyparanormal.com. And remember, we're there to help people. If you know anyone that needs help, please reach out to us.
I know a lot of people need help.
Yeah, me too. I need help too. But we're not for profit. We don't charge a dime. And also, if you're local or maybe you want to make the trip down here, we got a boatload of events coming up starting in September. We'll be doing the Deering Estate. We have Old Davy Schoolhouse, and we got 2 that are in the works. I'm not going to say, but if it works out, it's going to be freaking amazing.
Since we're taking you to Penhurst, you have to take us to the St. Augustine Lighthouse.
I'll do that for sure.
I haven't. That's like been on my list to do. Is
The
the
lighthouse?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like heights.
That is one of the most haunted places probably in the country.
When I went there, the most active was the keeper's house in the basement. Crazy stuff was happening in there. Shadow figures, things going off, hearing footsteps upstairs.
Yeah, plus Emily, we haven't like filmed a lighthouse.
Yeah, but a lighthouse is really tall. You have a lot of stairs to go up.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm terrified of heights.
Be all right.
All right. Well, you're going to see a future Paraflix collab in St. Augustine Lighthouse and Penhurst coming at you.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Ryan and Emily, thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, thank you for having us, guys.
Yeah, absolutely. Awesome. Thank you. It was a great show.
And for everyone watching, listening, thank you for listening. Don't forget to subscribe and like the show, and we'll see you next week.
See y'all.
Thanks.